Hey, everybody. Just wanted to jump in, say hello, and see what everybody's so excited about because we are moving forward. Just got off the ball field just a little bit ago. Wasn't sure I would even jump on here on time. Luckily, I did. Had a very good game tonight. We have started into our tournament, and I am happy to report that I do feel fantastic. So it's amazing what a couple extra shots of collagen for about a couple days ahead of time will help you feel like it, and so that no issues whatsoever with the joints. Keep everything good and lubricated so I can keep running. Very active right field tonight. We was playing the best team in the league, and their bats were hot. Unfortunately, I bobbled one, so I was very angry with myself. Didn't drop anything at all when we was warming up. And when the game counts, I think that thing was like a mile high. Had a pretty good little backspin on it, and it managed to get away from me. So I wasn't very happy about that. But we fought very, very hard. Only lost by a couple of runs to the best team in the league, and they've been the champions for several years. So we was really hoping to hand them a loss tonight. So yeah, I'm just a little bit competitive, but it's all good. Hey, wanted to make sure that you guys are ramping up for the Fall Social Marketing Summit. That is free to register for. It is virtual, so there is absolutely no excuse not to be there. We are in the middle of getting ready for a wedding. My youngest daughter is getting married here on Saturday. So we are like neck deep into that. And then on about September the 3rd, we're looking forward to a nice little trip out west to see what that has in store for us. So celebrating 30 years that Kathy has been able to put up with me. And there is no doubt that I have worded that correctly. So definitely take time to celebrate with your family. Doesn't matter if it's 1 year, 30 months, 30 years. Celebrate with those that you love and those that are around you all the time. So the Fall Social Marketing is definitely a big deal. I do have a couple of tickets and a little bit of availability if somebody wanted to go meet and shake Justin Prince's hand in person. Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm going to be there. One way or the other, guys, I'm going to be there. I have offered my seat to several others because we're going to be getting back from a wedding, from a vacation. Things will be a little lean, but I have an abundance mindset. And I know people in Tennessee. And it would be nice to have a nice big leg and an additional income in Tennessee. And if I'm going to go to Tennessee, I'm thinking instead of it costing me a few hundred, it needs to make a few hundred and maybe a comma check. That's what we're talking about. Now, with everything takes work. We all work hard every day. Most of us have family, friends, a lot of people that's been on that 40-year plan. They started working when they was 20. Most of us started working when we was 11 or 12, making a few dollars an hour and thought, man, we're going to grow up and be rich. But we continue to grow up. We continue to get older. But there's that little thing called limiting belief that tends to keep us employed right where we're at. We get comfortable. We think that's all we can do. That's all we're capable of doing. That's all we're supposed to do. Well, I think we need to use our imagination. We've got an abundance mindset. If we get out there and share, we have to have the mindset first and foremost. We have to believe that we can achieve anything that we put our minds to. And I know each and every one of you. I know you can do anything that you put your mind to. Everybody says practice makes perfect, but the reality is perfect practice prevents poor performance. That is the ultimate goal. I was listening to a audio this morning and said Lou Holtz didn't believe in just practicing. He practiced until you couldn't get it wrong. And the man won a lot of championships. So probably one of the best coaches ever. He'd be right up there. So, they got to talk about Michael Jordan, talking about the guys that were team players, talking about one more. Yes, I've been listening to my audio book. I spend a lot of time on Audible because I'm in the vehicle a lot. I can't read while I'm driving, but I can sure listen. I can shut the radio off and turn on a really good book. I get distracted. I may not take in all of the book the first time, but I promise those repetitions, by the time I listen to that book 4, 5, 6 times and I read that book. So, and I do want to give a big shout out to my friend Tom, because he did win the book when I had that little book challenge. If you guys missed that, was to send me a message, let me know that you watched that when I was going to send somebody a free book. So got to send that one all the way to Tom. So I learned how to send some international mail and make sure I get the address right and all that good stuff. So Tom, thank you for teaching me something. I always enjoy every opportunity to learn. So trying to think if I got anything else really smart to say. You guys know me pretty well, so you know that I'm not really all that smart, but I do follow a lot of smart people, and I try to share an awful lot of their smart stuff. So definitely jump in. I do have one coaching position that's available. If somebody wants to learn a little bit from my mentor, I'll be participating in a boot camp this weekend. Probably won't be able to take in a lot of it because I'm going to be a little distracted with a wedding that's going to be full of good cheer, and I might even have to dance a little bit. Definitely spend some time with all of my loved ones, and definitely wishing my youngest daughter the best of luck and a lot of happy years and a lot of success. So she'll find out it's a lot of ups and downs. There's lots of compromise, but I know I'm definitely looking forward to celebrating big 3-0. And I've got a little affirmation card over here. I'm looking forward to being married well past 2050. So yes, I've got my sights set to live a long time, guys, and enjoy some residual income for a long time. I don't care how long it takes me to make it, how long it takes me to build it. I'm going to build this. I'm building Modere. Somebody had the thought of building that bridge that you see behind me. How many people stepped up to that water and wondered what was on the other side? Somebody's vision built the bridge. We can build the bridge to our financial future. We can build the bridge to our health future. We are the bridge builders, guys. Somebody out there needs us very bad. It's all about the ATM. That system works fantastic. I haven't been doing that enough here lately because I know my follow-up time is going to be very limited, but I am very active again on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. I had a guy that I tried to connect with quite a while back. A friend of mine had mentioned, Ron, you'll enjoy this if you're watching this, because it was Matt that we talked about. Matt saw my friend request, didn't accept my friend request right away, but for whatever reason, I kept popping up on Matt's Facebook page. Matt plays softball, of all things. And he sent me back a message, accepted my friend request, said, hey, I was talking with you the other night on third base. I didn't know it was you. I apologize for not accepting your friend request sooner. The funny thing is I didn't know exactly who Matt was because I run my mouth a lot. So I talked to a lot of people standing over on third base, and I didn't recognize Matt. I was leaving the ball game tonight. I walked past the guy on the bench that I remember talking with, had a really good conversation with. And he said, hey, did you get my message? I'm like, Matt, yes, I got your message. So it was really funny. So definitely keep talking. I shared with 2 or 3 people today a little bit about my business. And what I did, I was eating lunch, so I didn't have time. I was on my work. I was on the clock. So I don't do a whole lot on my clock, but I use these great big ears of mine. Okay. They come in really handy. And the guy's same age I am. And I never really heard him talk about doing something different. So of course I prodded on that conversation. Are you looking to do something different? He's been at his job for 32 years. It's a long time. I was surprised to hear he'd even thought about doing anything different. The other guy that was with him got to saying, yeah, I thought about doing some different things too. He's already a customer, guys. The other guy's already a customer. I'd already talked to him. He talked about his dog, things that he could do for his dog. We show cows together. Imagine that, right? Me and somebody else that shows cows. But having those conversations, figuring those things out, just asking him, prompting him, complimenting him. Hey, you'd be great at anything you decide to do. He knows I've got a health and wellness business. He doesn't know what it is yet. But he mentioned that he's having a harder time getting in and out of his truck. He's got some discomfort. He wants to make more money. He can't get out there and dig ditches. He can't do the manual labor like he used to. So he's going to be looking for something else. The guy that I was talking to at the softball field asked, hey, has the county got any IT positions? Why do you ask? I don't think they do. Or are you looking to do something different? Are you catching a trend here, guys? Ask people. If you don't know what they do, what do you do? Find out, what do you do for your day job? Hey, you work at Ford, you work at GM. What do you do there? How long have you been doing it? Why did you go into that line of profession? What else have you done? Get them talking. It's amazing, you know. And then eventually you want to know, what is your network marketing experience? What experience have you had with network marketing? You're not trying to recruit them yet. You're just having a conversation. They might not have ever done network marketing. They'll tell you. They might tell you about their mom, their dad, their grandpa, their aunt, their uncle that did one of those things, tried to sign them up, said he was going to make a lot of money and failed. Those stories are a dime a dozen, guys. I love it when somebody says, I don't know anybody that's ever made any money in network marketing. So, you ain't talked to enough people. You ought to meet my friend Margie. You ought to meet my friend Cynthia. You ought to meet my friend Justin. You ought to meet my friend David Simmons. You ought to meet my friend Michelle Barnes. How many people can we introduce them to right here at Modere that's made a lot of money? Who's got friends in other companies making money? I do. Are they looking for something different yet? No, they're happy right now. Are they still on my list? You bet. If I hear negative news on their company, am I reaching out to them? You bet. You bet. Keep your ears open. Keep that list going. Add to that list daily. Add to your Facebook friends daily. Add to your Instagram friends daily. More free hints, guys, if you're going to do this. Look for people that have posted something recently. For whatever reason, there is a whole lot of duplicated individuals out there. I get friend requests every day from spam accounts. I call them spam accounts because I open them up and they don't have any history. Nothing's there. They haven't posted. Don't add. Don't waste your time. You're limited to 5,000 friends. Don't add anything that's not there. I've got almost 5,000 LinkedIn connections. I had 500 just over a year and a half ago. Adding 5, 10, 15 a day. I'll teach you how to search for them. Find active ones. If they haven't connected in 6 months, go back in on your invites. Delete the ones that haven't added in 6 months. That keeps you in the good graces of LinkedIn, keeps you from going to LinkedIn jail. Yeah, there is such a place, and I haven't even been close. I've only been warned a couple of times, you know, and it's just, if I've tried to connect to too many people at one time. So I'll sit down 10, 15 minutes, connect. Sit down 10 or 15 minutes, send some messages, reach out. Sit down for 10 or 15 minutes, do some follow-ups. Hey, who have I talked to in the last week? Who have I talked to in the last month? Who did I talk to last year? Do your birthday messages. Somebody you haven't connected with, hey, I haven't connected with you for a while. I haven't seen you on here for a while. What are you doing these days? How long have you been doing it? Compliments, compliments, compliments. What have you been doing? How long have you been doing it? Are you open to looking at something else? Let me introduce you to my friend Bobby. Let me introduce you to my friend Cynthia. Let me introduce you to my friend Margie. Let me introduce you to my friend Whitney. Let me introduce you to my friend Ron, John, all of you. You all have a story, and we're all right here. So keep developing that story. I'm in a few other trainings right now. I look forward to adding some more information. Make sure you're working on your personal development. There is a challenge going on right now with Cynthia. We've got an accountability group that we're doing, and we've got a 21 ATM challenge going on. So I don't think I'm quite strong enough on this one this time to win that or be in the top 3, but it's not too late. I've got another week. So we'll keep plugging away. I had a couple customers, I had a couple social marketers. My points are going to go up. And I'm not sure that anybody else is taking as still even half as serious as I am, because I've not missed a day of personal development. Actually, I haven't missed a day of personal development in probably a year and a half, maybe 2 years, guys. I love personal development. I love growing. I love helping people around me grow. Reach out to me and say, hey, Bobby, I made it all the way to the end. What are you reading? How can I grow today? Put me in some Facebook, put me in some chats, put me in some groups, introduce me to some folks. I'll help you grow your business. Mine's growing. I'm going to keep growing every single day. Personally, publicly, connecting with people. So I'll even teach you how to set up your Zoom account. I'll show you how to pick you up a bridge and have your background like this. Have a fantastic day. Hope you guys took away a couple of nuggets here. Look forward to seeing and hearing and growing with you guys at the Fall Social Marketing Summit. This is not the last time you're going to hear me talk about that. I have some incredible people talking on those. And there is no doubt in my mind, there's going to be a new product. There almost always is. If there's not, there's going to be some kind of an announcement that's going to continue to inspire more and more momentum. Guys, I've been in a company, I've grown through critical mass once before. The only bad thing was in that other critical mass was that company was not solid. It didn't last. We are in a solid company. This is the last time I'm doing this. We got the right spot. We've got the right leaders. We've got the Margie Aliprandis. It's been at this company over 30 years. We've got Ozma. She is an absolute rock star. I've been jumping on listening to David Simney's lives. That guy is fired up big time. He sees what's coming. He's been in some companies. There's Rick Teague. There's some guys down in Tennessee that's really strong. If you don't talk to your people, somebody is going to talk to your people. The only thing worse than not talking to somebody and them not getting started is when they start with somebody else and they go to an elite and you think that could have been my leg. That could have been my all-star. That could have been my running mate. That could have been my one more call. Let's go get it, guys. One more day, one more time, one more reach out. I'm going to finish this with a one more. I love you guys. Have a great day.